you guys. Let's go. Ladies and gents, welcome to Pilgrims. One of the best maps for Age of Empires 2 diplomacy we have ever seen. I think the last upload on my channel that featured community games had Pilgrims, so it feels like it hasn't been too long. But it was the deadliest Pilgrims ever because it was exploding villagers, and we are going back to classic settings. I allowed them to pick civilizations. We've got Pilgrims without exploding villagers, just your standard game. And actually, what is happening here? This is a very interesting generation. So if you don't know about Pilgrims, Pilgrims is a map where you start on an island. Right? So you start on an island, and then you start with the transport, you start with the king, you start with some people, and you have to decide what you want to do with that. And it's going to take me a little bit of time to introduce people because Teal, oh god, I think this is Stupid Camel's first community game, and Stupid Camel has just transported villagers over to someone else's starting island and is now placing a town center. And Stupid Camel, I'm so tempted to make a joke because your name has stupid in it. But I'm just going to say you're probably nervous. And you probably just didn't think it through. I have seen this mistake happen many times before. So, feels bad for Stupid Camel, though I am excited to see Stupid Camel realize what he or she has done over the next couple minutes. It's not like we have anyone watching here. Here you've got Mr. G. Now, Mr. G has decided to transport to the mainland. Mr. G's playing as the Ethiopians, and Mr. G has found a good old spot. Here in the green, you've got Gavalia playing as the Huns. Over here in the yellow, we've got Pikachu Power, who did say that he's in love with Pokemon, and so is his girlfriend. And then here comes Father Trace. And Father Trace is trying to find areas for the mainland and happens to see... What's the size of this, by the way? It is large. Happens to see that Yellow is setting up shop there and is going to relocate elsewhere with the Lithuanians. Now we have, of course, have Stupid Camel playing as the Malians. And then if you look around, you've got your darn Tootin playing as the Khmer, which just doesn't feel right. But your darn Tootin... oh, is way down here. Okay, and your darn Tootin is going to add a TC. That's an interesting TC spot because you have to like cross underneath it to walk through here. Here in the orange, we've got Zam. Zam is playing as the Bohemians, a new civ.
Less than 3.
And have I missed someone here? Have I said everyone? I think I've actually addressed everyone in this game. Yagamard actually is the one that I forgot. My bad. And Yag is playing as the Poles, another new civ. So we have the Poles and the Bohemians featured. Looks like we even have a full work there. Cute little AI layout here with the mills and the sheep around the mill and everything. It looks good. But at least for the most part, players realize they need to go to the middle. Red's problem is Red doesn't have wood for a town center. So Red start with the full work here, and the lumber camp has really slowed things down. Now, okay, I want to talk about this, right? Because this is something that's always in the back of my mind with community games. The way we do community games is that we allow anyone to try and enter, regardless of their skill level. So if you were the Viper and you wanted to play in a community game, you could do so if you entered the program and the program picked you. That's just how it works. Red, I have no clue where you're going right now, but you're giving us the look at as I talk. So yeah, anyone could enter and play in a community game. That means if you're the biggest noob with no hotkeys or the biggest pro with all the hotkeys, you could try and play. And so what happens is you have different mixes of skill levels involved. And this one, if I were, and I say this respectfully, I think is pretty novice compared to some other groups because Father Trace, I know, Father Trace is a solid player, but not by no means like the best player we've ever seen in community games. Red, I think this is the first community game for Red. We have Gavalia, I think that's the first community game. Your darn Tootin and Stupid Camel, also, I believe, first community game. So, I mean, for people out there who are watching, it's important to bring that perspective. And Red is now... But... Red's now town centering here. I really do not get what these three villagers are doing or why they're here. I assumed, incorrectly, that Red was going to try and town center. But maybe Red's like, well, this space is already occupied, so let's just walk around. They're really... What it is they're trying to get some exercise because it's a beautiful day outside. There's a whole bunch of turkeys on this map, and it looks like your darn tootin' is loving that. That's what all that pink and purple is over here. And if you didn't already hear, players have kings, and it's important to keep your kings alive throughout this game. So it is diplomacy. They'll be able to ally each other, and we'll see what happens, but certainly a wide discrepancy in vill counts right now. I noticed that there's a lot of wood on this generation. Did you guys pick up on that? It's almost like this map normally comes way out here, but it didn't here for some reason. And so there's just so much wood. Like, think about it. Purple could go one wall, house, and it's fully walled on this side. I mean, this is really campy. I've never seen a Pilgrim's generation like this. So, probably what happened was the devs added 2 new civilizations, and then normally other things go to shit when there's additions. So, maybe, excuse my language, maybe some things broke. But, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It just means it's different. Could also have something to do with this weird water area, which isn't hugely uncommon on Pilgrims. I've seen it before. That's an interesting spot there. That could be a real good spot to hide your king, maybe. Put a transport over there later on in the game. So red is in a weird spot where villagers are going to have to be transported back and forth. These villagers are just house villagers, and my guess is we're going to see a full work here in a second. So these villagers can eat some of the turkey. Oh, never mind. It's a lumber camp. I was wrong. It was one or the other. We have some players on the way to feudal age already. We've got green. We've got gray. We've got teal, and we've got orange. So you'll notice, well, actually, teal's pretty fast here, I have to say. And teal's actually done a really good job. Stupid camel with 31 eco. The TC spot's a little awkward, but certainly not the worst start I've ever seen. Utilizing some mills for shorefish, utilizing a dock for fishing ships.
Yay.
Making a lumber camp now on some trees that are less than ideal, but still definitely not the worst start I've ever seen. I'm loving how the players are taking shorefish for food. That's really smart. I also love how they're docking and trying to take fishing ships, or a fish with the fishing ships. What's blue got in here? Okay, 5 villagers. Now, blue already has villagers here. So it's interesting to me that blue wants to send villagers elsewhere. Like, maybe just have villagers in different spots in case one part of your eco starts to go down. Muden, hello, says, hello, T-Nizzle. How are you doing? I was doing great until someone called me T-Nizzle. Now I'm doing slightly worse, but still having a pretty good day, so thank you for stopping by. Hello, King Udo. Thank you for the 7 months. Thank you, Lucky Forever, for the 17 months as well. And if I had to pick a favorite right now, if I had to pick someone to win this game, I think I would go with... I have no clue. I can't. I don't know. I don't know enough about the players. And it's really hard for me to know what their level is right now. I was gonna say Mr. G, but Mr. G forgot to go gold to go Castle Age after reaching feudal. And that's like a relatively basic thing, so who knows. Hello, Smoking Panda. I don't even know what you mean by that, so I'm just going to say no. Yeah, blue's location could be considered really strong, but I think being somewhat towards the middle of everyone is going to be awkward. Like, that means you could get hit from either side. But these giant wood lines, dude. Like, look at this. Look at this forest. It completely blocks orange off from blue. With one stone wall that's completely walled up. That is so weird. And then here you've got cute little red. I mean, there's really not going to be a lot of mainland space for people. Like, where's teal going to go, guys? Where is teal going to go in Castle Age? There's not going to be any space. You go here, you hit purple and all of his turkeys. You go here, you hit orange. You go here, you hit blue. Here you hit green. Here you hit yellow. And here you hit gray. There's like one area you could maybe pass blue here. And run back here. But I mean, so cramped. Yo, Soxy, or sorry, sorry, I got your name wrong. Sorry, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Sick stuff, man. The wood lines are big because the landmass generated smaller. Yeah, that's what I said, Plush Werewolf. It seems like normally the landmass extends further out. I'm not sure what caused that. Anyways, I will keep an eye on things for you. And teal still has the king out here as well. And teal is actually on the way to Castle Age. So, not the first one there, but will be the 3rd one there. And is now going to send some villagers into the transport alongside that king. Let's check Red's resources because I know Red's been having problems. Red is getting supplies right now. Red is the ultimate low-elo legend. Researching supplies, and there's no reason to research supplies. I think Red saw the apples and said, you know what? That looks like food. I need food right now. And just said, let's click it. Boink! I can't tell if Red is memeing, but based on Red's start, my guess is that Red genuinely thought supplies would be beneficial here. And just to be clear, supplies is a really good upgrade if you're going to make infantry. But considering the cost is 150 food and 100 gold, Red only has 60 food now after that upgrade. It probably is not worth it. So normally I think, okay, that person might just be doing it because they want to watch me and hear me say supplies later on. But Red scouting with a spearman now, I think is genuinely trying to figure things out. And I think it was Yagamard who said, I've never once played online. So I think like that has probably shot, that has probably shot, not his chances, but the amount of people who's rooting for him sky high. And that's the beauty of community games, because now, even if Red doesn't win, Red is going to be someone we talk about. Red is going to be a very important figure in this game.
Hi, y'all, it's my 6-month anniversary, hooray.
Hooray! Okay, here's Teal with a transport ship. You've got 4 villagers, and you've got a king. Now, Teal is aware of where some of these people are because of alliances. But it looks like not everyone is trusting of each other for some reason. So Teal knows Blue is here and says, well, I don't have a lot of space there. I don't want to go that way. But again, like, where do you go? You're going to pass through someone's base. Yeah, Poles have generic champions, but to think about champion right now is just, you know, a little bit ahead of the game. Red's at 15 pop. Supplies probably not worth it there.
Red is my spirit animal. Much love for you.
Now, Teal is in Castle Age, so I think ideally what you'd want to do is you don't have any resources here pretty soon, so you probably want to delete this TC and just make a mill, and then make new TCs on the mainland. So I think that's what Teal is shooting for. But Teal's been in Castle Age for a while and hasn't been able to invest into multiple town centers for villagers. Blue's going to do that now. Gray is on the way to Castle Age and will eventually do that. You see Yellow doing that. So they're just going to be leaving less space. Oh, but Red is this little pocket of space. There's 1 gold. There's 1 thing of stone. There's 1 relic. There's a group of deer. This is cute. This is really cute. So Red might not have the greatest chances to win the game, but Red could be someone's trustful ally. Why delete the starting TC in Castle Age? Well, because you don't want to create new villagers here. I mean, you could. It's just a pain in the ass to have to continue sending villagers into transports. It's not such an easy task. So I think at this point, I would delete this TC. Let the villagers work on what they have. And then when you're creating vills... Oh my god, this is the only spot that Teal found! Nope, can't go that way. There's not enough space. Can't fit a TC there. Teal's just like, what do I do? Where do I go? Now, I can't really see them conversing because we still don't have a spectator chat 2 years after the game came out. But Teal is probably saying something to Gray like, hey, buddy, just passing here. So let's get some just passings in chat. And Gray might not trust Teal, but Gray might also recognize the situation for what it is. And if they're buddy-buddy and this gate is open and it looks like it's not locked, Teal could just walk through. But Teal's like, hey, thanks. I'll remember that. And Yellow's going to be like, yo, get off my lawn. What are you doing? Actually, technically, this is not really Yellow's space. Yellow had to sneak past Gray as well. So that's fine, I suppose. So the just passing works out. Teal now, with the resources to go in, by the way, will probably aim to build a TC. Just doesn't have the resources for it. Again, comes back to, like, you don't have any wood here anymore. Or there's very little wood. So I think, is there a market? Yeah, there's a market. I'd say buy the wood and add a TC if you're Teal. And never mind, Teal's just going to go for a lumber camp. Okay, that works too. I guess that's one way to get wood income. Update on your darn Tootin over here, playing as the Khmer. Not a bad situation here economically. Lots of food, probably from the fish boom. Lots of food, no farms yet with Khmer. They'll probably come up. We've got 3 TCs pumping out vills. They get 4 TCs pumping out vills. Update on Red. Red still has 5 on food. And red is now loading villagers into transports, which is a very time-consuming thing to do, especially if you're on the newer side. But is enjoying the benefit of the full work, making some farms around that with the poles. Stupid Camel has the score lead, but I think it's because of the resources banked, not because of the pop. Stupid Camel has 49 pop, and ooh, Gavalia just allied Stupid Camel. That's cute. All right. Well, it hasn't been accepted yet by Teal. But again, there's got to be some conversations there. Actually, my guess is green just remembered this was Diplo and allied everyone. Because notice how not many people are allied with green. That's a big thing in Diplo to ally everyone right away. Otherwise, they're going to be like, wait a second. Who is this guy and why doesn't he trust me? What about Zam, though? I saw Zam had some neutrals out there. Zam put Stupid Camel on neutral. And then put red on enemy. I wonder why. Oh. No! No! Not red! There's people who have mercy in these games, and there's people that say, get off of the internet, no longer play online, and bully in these games. And I wonder what type of person Zam's going to be. Okay, in all fairness, if Zam doesn't attack someone here, Zam will have, like, no space. Like, this space is crucial. And maybe red, we can't see the chat. Maybe red said, hey, screw you, bud. The stone walls clearly show that red doesn't trust orange. I'm a little sad to see this. That red decides to change orange to enemy. And meanwhile, oh, it's getting attacked over here as well. Oh, no. No, this is so discouraging. Poor Yamgarad had such a rough start, is trying to trade, is getting attacked on water and on land, and this could easily be the end. But again, I think this comes down to the generation. I think you can't really say that orange is being too rude here. A, because we don't know what they're saying. Maybe red just called orange's mom fat. I mean, that would upset me. But also, like, orange doesn't have a lot of resources. It's kill or be killed in this game, and I mean that as orange decides to kill his own units there on the outpost. But it's alright, nobody saw that. Zam says, thank you for saving the turkeys to me. I'm going to take those turkeys over to my new base. Thank you very much. Spearmen are all that red could really queue up. Well, I love red. I really hope orange would have some mercy, but I think it might be too late. And red, if you watch this, no, absolutely no worries. Unfortunately, there's just not a lot of space on this map. I think this is, there's going to have to be more aggression because of this. But it's sad to see, as the king is currently inside the town center, by the way. So the king is alive. I don't know if red's going to be able to get out of here or what. Doesn't really have wood for anything as the buildings go down. So we have to look elsewhere. You've got yellow, and yellow is attacking father here. And I think father might even go down before red does, because the king is in there, and that TC is about to be eaten. And father doesn't really have anything to deal with this. These are Magyar knights with full attack. And there's the king. And the king is trying to run back, but the people are blocking the king. The people are like, we don't care about the king. The king didn't take care of us. And our first person to die is gray, as red lives on, and maybe, just maybe, orange will forget about red, and red will continue to fight in this game. Pikachu powered, loves Pikachu, apparently. Loves the color yellow, which is pretty fitting, I suppose, and has already gotten a kill. That didn't take too long. Now, I don't think there's any reason for orange to really continue to commit against red. I mean, truthfully, red's not really threatening anyone, so I'm hoping that maybe orange just gets distracted by one of the big boys. Here comes blue with some vills. This is the area that's crucial. There's lots of resources here, so now yellow can take all this gold. I think purple, though, like, purple's not being attacked by anyone right now. How did blue get here? What the? Blue ran all along the shoreline to get there? That's brilliant. But yeah, your darn Teuton has 125 vills and is completely untouched and has a crazy eco with Khmer. So your darn tootin' might end up smashing people at some point. Anyways, update on red. Red's fine. 13 pop is only a couple pop less than what red had a couple minutes ago, so. Yeah, so purple loving life. Green and blue may be a little uneasy because of their position right now. Cavalia has decent fishing eco, but it almost doesn't seem like anyone trusts each other right now. They're all doing their own thing. Not seeing any signs that people are going to work together here. As I say that, blue somehow gets villagers over here and is going to try and steal some of that stone. Yeah, blue's been a little sneaky with some of that. Like this here. Wow. Maybe just chopping some wood so the gold can be taken later. Blue's also an imp and making arbalest.
Are you feeling better, T90?
I am, yes. I had a really bad headache yesterday, but I'm feeling really good. Actually, not headache yesterday. I had a headache on Wednesday. But it was one of those deals, like, people were recommending I do various things to fix the headache, which I appreciated, but it's just because I wasn't hydrating and I was drinking a lot of caffeine, and then it caught up with me after a few days, so. You know, there is also one thing to bring up. I believe it is possible to win with a wonder. I believe it is possible to win with a wonder. I'm not certain, though, because we've been toying around with the settings. And last week, it was possible in one of the games that we did. So I think we put the same settings here. So if purple wanted to just, like, cut to the corner and make a wonder there, that would be pretty funny. But to me, it does look like purple wants to fight. Every time I hear these elephants, it sounds like someone blowing their nose into a tissue. Sorry, elephant. It's what it sounds like. Don't get angry at me. This castle position for green is not gonna make Stupid Camel very happy. Stupid Camel's king is inside of that town center, and that's a lot of crucial eco right there. I think with the flip of a switch, Cavalia could easily just turn and kill teal. What you need to do is you need to make sure you're needed. You need to talk to green and say, hey, buddy, do you want to trade on water? Hey, buddy, do you want resources? You have to keep yourself alive somehow. I think teal is prepped for this, though, and it's going to make some pikes.
In my heart, win condition or not.
Ophasia, I'm with you there. I still maintain that in ranked games, there should be an option to enable Relic and Wonder Victory. I just feel like it's such a unique thing, and Regicide as well. I feel like it's such a unique thing for Age of Empires, and the fact that it's not in anything except community games is a little rough for me. Like, have it be an opt-in, you know? Have it be an opt-in. Or if you're going to have Fortress in ranked, it should be Regicide Fortress. I don't know why the devs don't have Regicide Fortress. That's what it's been for years. Someone said that red was in purple's base, but I'm not actually seeing that. So I think that's fake news. I'm not seeing it. But I guess the colors are pretty similar. Red is over here just trying to think about escaping at this point, and has been creating a galley every so often, but as you can see, that hasn't worked out too well. I feel really bad for red. I wish orange would leave red alone. I mean, red has been trying so hard to take out 2 galleons. But maybe red can escape. I mean, there's maybe some hope. Maybe some hope. But I think there's going to be karma, guys. AoE karma is a very real thing. Zam is in the Imperial Age. Zam is making Scorpions, so probably just expecting to have to attack or defend against purple. But I don't know what's up with the scores right now. That probably has to do with the teams. But your darn Tootin has an amazing Civ and amazing comp for this. And your darn Tootin has Ballista Elephants. And these Ballistas are going to take out the trees, which means these walls will do nothing for orange. And these elephants are just going to stampede and kill orange, I believe, anyways. Now, Scorpions and Monks would be pretty good, but you probably want some other units as well. And the difference is orange just has so much economy. So if orange loses units, or purple, sorry. Purple has so much economy that if purple loses units, purple can always make more. Now, Zam is one of the longest supporters of the channel here. So it's a little funny to me to see people immediately turning on him for attacking red. Like, Zam's going to rewatch this and he's going to be like, chat, I've been hanging out around community games for 2 or 3 years. I've been one of you. Like, what's the deal? Why are you being so mean to me? Why are you rooting against me? Chat's like, you attacked Yag. How dare you? So cluttered, man. There's, so little
1890.
space.
First discovered you over YouTube through one of your old Forest Nothing videos.
Okay.
Crazy that the answer was over 28 months ago.
Right? Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that I've been doing this for as long as I've been doing it. Time flies. Hey, thank you, Sunny PP. Your weird name is always tough for me to say every time, but thank you for the 28 months. And thank you, Tilt Stars, who said, and I quote, "The elephants sound like my dad." Thank you for the 30 months. Your dad a little gassy? What'd you guys have for dinner? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Remain, for the 4 months, and thank you for asking if I felt better. Thank you, Magnolia, for the 7 months. Nice to see you. Ostrich in a Bottle, welcome back. Okay, orange, excuse me. I just combined onager and orange. Is onager cutting this way? For funnily enough, yellow has a vill? So I don't know, did yellow tell orange, hey, let me get a vill through? Are they working together? I don't think so. I think orange just wanted to take the gold.
Got COVID from 2 weeks now. I'm waiting for the result of the test. Please wish me luck.
Here you've got Cavalier on the way for Gavalia. And I'm surprised to see that Gavalia has not fought Stupid Camel yet. Stupid Camel has a really good civ for against Huns. I think Malians are one of the best. And here you've got the Magyar Paladins doing work, but there's not a lot of space. Things are very cramped. We got a Red update. Red is alive, and Red is about to go Castle Age. Let's go. About to go Castle Age. Has also been trading and getting 117 gold per trip. And that's what someone pointed out earlier, I think, is just the Red has, Red is sending the trade cogs towards Purple's docks. Now, I don't know if Purple even knows about that. You know, Purple might have no clue. Purple is at 200 pop and feeling great about life right now. Oh, yeah, he also has the Spearman, which is now trapped in Purple's base. I forgot about that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, man, Mr. G is going in after the Stupid Camel. As Stupid Camel is now attacking green. Now, who's yellow with? Oh, God. I feel so bad for Stupid Camel right now. It's a triple. But there's nothing to be excited about here if you're Stupid Camel. What do? 3 people on you. Unfortunately, you just die. There's not much you can do about this. The king is going to go down, I think. Someone's going to kill it. Green's going to get the kill. Respectful of blue to give green the kill. And Stupid Camel is our second person down. I mean, it was inevitable that if things started here, it would be crazy. Just all 3 of them decided to take out teal. Now, I relate to that because that happened to me in the game I played earlier. And now, whoa! Oh my god! Wait a second. And blue immediately turns this against green. Green just went from feeling like one of the bros to being thrown out of the group just like that. Like, hey, Green, do you want to turn on teal with us? And he's like, what? Cool kids at school want me to be part of the group? Oh my god, this is amazing. So he helps out, and they basically use green, and now green is gonna meet the same fate as I think the king is here. I definitely, when I tell stories about being the unpopular kid at school, I just want you guys to know I cannot relate, okay? With my humor and my interests, I was, of course, the most popular kid in school. I was the king. I didn't at all spend way too much time reading or make jokes that no one thought was funny. Doesn't sound like me at all. I was totally cool. Which is why, like, all the cool people always have to remind everyone that they're cool. You guys ever notice that? That's just how it works when you're cool. Anyways, Green just accidentally sent a villager into the transport, but not the king. And then was like, wait a second, where'd our king go? And then goes back for him. And Green is actually sitting in a decent spot when it comes to resources, but I just don't know where Green's going to go for space. I think what you can do, though, is you can just kind of avoid conflict, and maybe they'll forget about you, like Red. And Red's in Castle Age now, by the way. Salutes. Purple still hasn't made a move, and it's actually given Orange a lot of time. So I think that was a mistake. I mean, Purple's got crazy resources, but I think if you're going to fight, you should fight before Orange is able to mass units. And Orange has Onager, Scorpion, Cavalier. Almost looks to me like Orange wants to go this way into Purple's eco. Just don't see him being able to snipe Purple's King, though. Khmer post-imp is one of the strongest civs. Like, Khmer and then maybe Mongols. Maybe Celts. I'm trying to think of the best civs in fully popped situations in imp. Your darn Tootin has just turned on Orange, and Orange is out of position now. So Orange was going to go this way. And now you've got the Scorpions. Now, the thing is, Scorpions are one of the best things you can make against elephants. But normally you need a combo, right? So you need to have... I mean, there's some monks there as well, so that would be helpful. But you need to have a meat shield in front of the Scorpions. Because it's the pass-through damage that is really helpful against a unit this strong. But still, 320 HP. You're going to need a lot of Scorpions. You're going to need a lot of units to distract these elephants. 14 plus 7 attack. The Cavalier are basically half as strong as an elephant. It's crazy. The thing is, you rarely see these units because it's so expensive to get to, but in community games, you can get there. So I think it was a mistake from the Bohemian player to make Cavalier. I think they have a 25% attack bonus, or attack speed bonus, or maybe it's just bonus damage. I forget which one it is. But anyways, their Halberdiers and their Spearman line is 25% stronger. So I think making Spearman would have been amazing here. Spearman with Scorpions, and as you can see, without any buffer, you just got no chance. No chance whatsoever. And then Red's like, you suck. You suck, Orange. F you, dude, you know? Orange is like this... Orange is this giant bully, and Red's this newbie, and he's like, get out of here. How's it feel? The difference is, though, I think Purple will finish off Orange. I want Red to come in here with the Spearman right now and start attacking Orange, you know, just so he can contribute in some way. I think the downside for Red might be that Orange has pop out here, and then they'll both be next to each other and both half dead. But Yellow and Blue definitely seem to be a team, and I don't know where they're going, but kind of looks like Orange is the next destination for them. Stupid Camel, who's in chat. I feel for you. Like I said, I was in your spot earlier. Stupid Camel, can you enlighten us on if there was any conversation there? Like, were you talking to anyone, or was anyone talking to you? Because it feels like they were definitely talking behind your back. Maybe if you changed your name to, like, somewhat intelligent Camel, they would think that you'd be a more valuable ally. But because your name is Stupid Camel, they were like, yeah, you know what? I don't really want to team up with a Stupid Camel, so if he was a smart Camel or a 50 IQ Camel, maybe I'd be okay with that. So just some tips for the future, you know? Just some tips for the future. The king is right here for Orange. I know everyone's been wondering that. It's inside of this castle. This beautiful castle. Bohemian castles look really cool. And now we have some halbs, but just too little too late, I think. These elephants are still really strong. Someone in chat says 50 IQ is still pretty stupid. Well, it takes one to know one, you know? I don't want to be rude or anything, but you just set me up there. Just kidding. Just kidding. But my point is, it's like, it might not be quite as stupid as just stupid. I mean, stupid isn't even spelled correctly. That's pretty stupid. I see a transport ship for Orange. They might be thinking about trying to get away. Where is the transport? Like, if this villager was making a dock right now, maybe Orange could save himself. But I think Orange is going to run this way, and Blue might take the kill. Look at the gather point. There goes the king. He's on the move. Oh, man. This is... Blue, don't do it. Don't do Orange dirty like this. Oh, wait. Orange is going that way? Okay. Just passing. Just passing. Oh, no. What are you doing? Zam is dead. And guess who's still alive? Red. Red is still alive. Yag is like, yeah, get wrecked, bud. Get wrecked, bud. Red is probably losing his mind right now. By the way, salutes in chat for Zam. The only reason some people are rooting against Zam is simply because they have some sympathy for Red. This is Red's first time playing online, so... But yeah, remember what I said about Blue's position? Sorry, no. I said about Teal's position and now Orange's position. I think it's the same for Blue. Blue is now in the middle of two very strong players. If you're going to be a part of a sandwich, you want to be the bread portion. You never want to be the meat. All right? You never want to be, I suppose sandwiches don't have to have meat on it. It's peanut butter and jelly. You want to avoid being the jelly and the peanut butter, and you want to be the bread instead. Just makes sense. They're going to sandwich you. Gergo says, how can you measure a camel's IQ, by the way? You really don't know that? What? Okay, type a 1 in chat if you didn't miss the class that taught us all about camel IQ growing up. Were you even paying attention? I mean, come on. That's just like basic knowledge. What were your teachers doing? All right, there's some relics here. That's going to be nice. And Zam was controlling some areas that had gold as well, like this tile, this tile. I know Blue's been taking this for a while. The thing is, Blue also has a really sick civ. So even though Blue's position is strong, I think because of Blue's score and because he has siege onagers with crap, what's it called? It's this is my job, by the way. Torsen engines, thank you. Torsen engines. That combined with the faster firing arbalest is very menacing to someone who is making paladin. Someone who has even the elephants, I'd say. And then maybe in some ways, Khmer is still seen as the strongest, so yellow and blue are going to work together against him first. And then there's red. Guys, I don't ask for a lot in my life. I'm a pretty simple guy. I just want Age of Empires, and I just want salmon, and I just want sun. And sleep, of course. But I want red so badly to snipe someone. That would be amazing. Someone just researched treason. Wait, red researched treason. Red researched treason and then found out that green's king is here, which is rather funny because red could actually get a kill then. That is green's king right there, everyone. And red really doesn't have a lot of eco. Red, like, it's 400 gold for treason and only has 5 on gold. I don't know what red would even make.
3 bloody months. Keep up the great
I'd love to see some demo ships, maybe. We have the dock being repaired. Red doesn't want the dock to be on fire, because then the fish will be burnt after it's placed inside of the dock. Classic low evil legend logic. And we've got some Obuk. All right, we got some units here for red. Let's go. It does seem like yellow and blue are teamed up. That's true. Smoked salmon would be really good. Orange doesn't have a buddy to trade with. And why did I say orange? Of course orange doesn't, because orange is dead. I meant to say purple. Where my brain wanted to take that was, maybe purple could have used orange as a trade buddy instead of killing orange. Okay, they're all just going to hang out here. Oh, never mind. Okay, blue has been turned on. Blue has been turned on. We have a signal from blue, who now has to change purple to enemy. But purple was able to take out some of the siege onagers, so that's a really good start for purple. And now yellow, of course, is also going to attack purple. So we have a 1v2 situation. And then there's green out there somewhere, and then there's red out there somewhere. And I'm kind of hoping that green... Oh, what the... Here's red with the hammermen, the Obuk, the new unique unit of the Poles. Yeah, I was just about to say I'm kind of hoping that green and red will form an alliance. It just does not seem like that's going to happen. This is a classic case of being scarred too much in your childhood. You just do not trust anyone in the future. It's sad. It takes many years to get over getting your heart broken, like red was earlier by orange. Still keeping an eye on things. It is funny to me how there's a villager here, and there's a king here. Like, you'd think you might want the king there, but could be a trick. Green somehow shows up with Cavalier to hit blue. So green's like, dude, I don't appreciate what you did to me earlier. Where's that coming from? And at the same time, red is raiding green's eco like a boss. Easily the most impressive raid of the game, as we have Obuks unupgraded. And you might be thinking, how's that impressive if they don't have upgrades? Because it's more difficult to have a convincing raid if you don't have upgrades. Duh. Duh. It's a melee unit going after fishing ships. I didn't see anyone else do that because everyone else lacks the skill. That's just the truth of the matter. Anyways, green is going in for blue. Oh my god. If Gavalia is able to snipe blue here, what a snipe this would be. Now, it's tough to snipe with Cavalier because they don't have range and kings are fast, despite being quite chubby. But the king is there now. Will green see that? Will blue notice this? The king is trapped. He should have ate one less cheeseburger today. Oh my... Wow, Mr. G is dead. Now, you could say that purple was probably going to roll blue anyways, and that could be true, but excellent revenge story there from green. And now yellow is thinking, well, who do I fight against? Do I work with green now? Do I fight against green? It kind of looks like yellow wants to fight green, but maybe yellow needs a friend. Because the Khmer are terrifying. Now, someone just researched treason again, and I think it was purple. Oh, what the? Yellow has cannon galleons here. And that one fire galley is going to take them all out. But that's something to focus on. All right. The king is over here for purple, so pretty far away from all that. But nice little move from yellow. A nice response from purple, who is going to take out the cannon galleons, as I said. Now, yellow does have a really good post-stim civ as well. Doesn't have a ton of gold income, but with paladins and cav archers, things would look pretty strong, I think. I'd like to see yellow with his resources make some halberdier as well. Update on red situation. Red is booming with 4 on food, 5 on gold, a skirmisher next to a sheep, and Obuk raiding green. So, gonna take some time for red to be able to ramp up for the next attack. I swear, though, that we have seen treason more than once from red. And I think red now knows green's king is there. Look at what red's making. Oh my god.
Maybe I should get
oh my god. 2 demos from red, who must have heard me say over the years that it takes 2 demos to take out a transport. Look at the waypoints. Look at the waypoints. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, baby. Setting the waypoints. We're following them now. Setting the waypoints. Oh, boy. Here we go. Yep. We're following it. Waypoint City. Now, I really hope red actually pays attention to the units, because just setting waypoints and looking away could be a little dangerous. But it doesn't look like red will encounter anything over here. Green, of course, is in the process of feeling like a god. And green is actually loading up rams. And green might actually go after red. Green doesn't have a lot to live for anymore after killing blue. Here come the demos. First online game ever for red. Meanwhile, we've got the big dogs, or the big elephants attacking, but I think yellow will hold. Yellow could trade with blue, as we see there, but here are the demos. It's funny how many times red has researched treason. It's also funny how red's score is somehow higher. I think that the score has been bugged based on the team switches for some reason. The green is going to try something. I mean, red is clearly an enemy now. But will green realize that this is about to happen? I just don't see how green... No way! No! What? What? Okay, listen. Listen. He's back inside the transport. He wanted to get the Vil. And it's not going to happen because red sees it, and red will sink it. Green is out of the game, and it really did look like for a split second. This is why it's so important not to accuse people of stuff. For a split second, I thought people in chat were going to say stream cheating. But it makes sense now. Green was actually going to get the Vil so he could bring it all back to his new base. And green is now dead. So red, his first online game ever, has somehow made it through everything, and there's only 3 people left. Salutes in chat for red. Of course for green as well, because green got some excellent revenge. And red finally has space for the mainland, people. This is his time. 1 hour and 15 minutes in, there's finally space. Time to boom up, baby. Time to boom up. And also, if you farm on this land now, there's been so many deaths that the soil is more fertile now. The farms will actually farm a little bit faster. It's a very realistic game we have here. All right, so the only concern I really have for yellow is that he's not making pointy boys. And I really like pointy boys, and I mean in the game, just to be clear. So, here's the deal. You've got 16,000 wood, 13,000 food. Not that much gold income. So if you've committed to paladins and cav archers, there might be a point where you can't make them in a time of need. When the enemy is making elephants, mixing in halberdiers is never really a bad thing. So I think that's something yellow needs to improve on. Purple maybe needs to mix in some trash as well because there's not that much gold banked. And red is making more transports. And I think now what red's going to do is try and get people who are here over to their new base over here. And purple just got the relics, which is quite good. But it doesn't seem like there's going to be any funky business between yellow and purple in terms of transports. Because they're both so strong. There's no real reason to do that. There is a chance for red to maybe get other king kills, but it is going to be so much more difficult because of where the kings are positioned. I actually want to see where yellow's kings are positioned. Or I say king, he's got one. Where is it? Oh, it's in this castle here. Okay. A gather point set right in front of the castle, but it's right next to all the cav archers. Yellow being annoying with these hussars, that's for sure. Just passing and realizing that the hussars are faster units, so just running through them. I actually think both of them could be making halbs, honestly. But, you know, if purple is unable to sell enough food and wood to get gold, that could be a long-term concern. Definitely want to tech into some trash. Cav archers are dangerous, too. These Magyar CA, probably one of my favorite units. Magyar cav archers. I know it's not technically a unique unit, but my god, are they strong. It's so fun to use. Especially with the Magyar Hussar. Whew. That recurve bow upgrade is beautiful. And purple may be playing a little bit of defense now, just realizing where yellow's going. And seems to be running back. Well, hussars are here now. I mean, hussars can make it into the eco. This is essentially a 1v1 because these two players are so scared of red they don't want to fight him, right? So they know red's the king. They're just going to let red do whatever he wants because they can't stop him. And then if it's a 1v1 between these two, you might as well raid their eco with some hussars. It's just such a long distance to run to get a raid in. Hey, update on red. Oh, wait. Okay, we've got villagers coming this way. So red is going to try and get villagers here. These villagers are going where now? Red doesn't have the wood for anything. And red doesn't have a single tree over here. No! Chop some wood. Okay, red's going this way. But red can't go that way because this is blocked off. And I guess red didn't realize because waypoints. Red is a real waypointer. Okay, in that instance, it's probably better to just click over to see if there's a hole, but red probably didn't realize. But red's waypoint is still there. So the villagers still want to go there. Oh my god. So the villagers, do they really have to do this? I think red's got to think twice about this. Yeah. Okay, so what was happening was red was going to have to go this way, but that's dangerous. Don't make purple angry. I'm not sure what's better about these trees. It's the same trees, they're just on a different side. It seems a little bit safer. Okay. Purple has made some progress over here, but yellow's cav archers tried to run through. Good castle spot for purple, I have to say. And yellow's probably coming home now because purple... Oh, this could be the killer blow. The king is... Wait a second. The king was in that castle. Ah! The king dies, and your darn Teuton and Yagmarad had an alliance, and so it's allied victory. I do not know how yellow's king died. I imagine he accidentally ejected it. Like, is that it? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, I think he accidentally ejected the king. He had decent pop. It was probably just a misclick from yellow under all the pressure. As yellow was going to mix in some pikemen, going to mix in some halbs. So yellow goes down. And I think we all know that Yagmarad is the MVP here. Right? You're darn Teuton.
Red wins.
If you're out there, you're probably coming back to the stream feeling like a beast, thinking that everyone's going to be rooting for you. And my, oh my, are you wrong? Everyone's going to credit red here, but I think they're going to credit red because it's red's first online game ever. And that was impressive. That was impressive. I mean, I just love the resilience from some of these guys in this game. Red, of course, a great example of resilience, but green as well. The green's resilience was so strong. It was funny how green and red both had big struggles in this game, and red was able to somehow kill green, right? I really liked how teal, well, no, teal died right away. I'm trying to spin a narrative that isn't even based on reality right here. But I think the message is don't give up, and everyone's got an opportunity in these games, and just to try your best. Oh, God. But yeah, I think yellow just kind of an oopsie there, right? I cannot speak properly because I hear the waves from the water all of a sudden. I don't know why I'm hearing this. It's like a whoosh, whoosh all the time. It's so weird. But yeah, I think yellow could have held this, and I think purple wouldn't have had the gold to make too many elephants long term. Still, good game, fun game, and that's what Pilgrims can do for you. Just what a weird generation that was. You're darn tootin' with 571 kills, by far the most in the game. That was impressive. Blue probably would have killed a lot more. Same with yellow if that game continued longer for them. I think blue got really surprised by green there. I think green even attacked without full upgrades on the Cavalier. So green was at the limit there. More food, wood, stone collected. Mr. G did actually have more gold collected in that game. And I'm not doing an interview with the winner of a community game. I'm not. This isn't a tournament, people. Okay? I don't need to bring this person in and interview them. This person probably got on not expecting to ever get into a game, and now you want them to hop into Discord in front of thousands of people. Red, you are now a celebrity. Congratulations. I hope that the fame doesn't go to your head. I hope that you're still the same person in a few weeks, because clearly everyone's going to buy your merch. You're going to be invited to all the biggest movies in Hollywood, and you're going to be a star. So congrats on that. Let's just review, though. Okay, so you guys can't see it. Here, let me go to this one instead. Well, you can't see it. I'm trying to show his ranking. That scene won't work here. This scene might show it a little bit more. Does this work? Yeah, check that out. So, Red, you have 0 win and 1 loss in ranked games. But that win means you're 50-50. And in community games, you're undefeated. So you might as well just quit while you're ahead. 100% win rate in community games. But yeah, if you compare Red's elo to some of the others, looks like Stupid Camel had some ranked experience. That's good to see. Father Trace, some ranked experience. Good old Lil here. Darn Tootin'. What? Something's up here. You're darn tootin'. Was this a special account created to get into community games? Because you definitely have some experience. Zam. You can see Zam there with some games. Lots of team games there. Mr. G got some games. That's cool. Pikachu Power also got some games in there. And then you've got Gavalia, who also is a bit on the newer side. But the point is, Red, impressive stuff and congratulations. And that is why I say, please don't hesitate to play in community games. Even if Red wouldn't have gotten a king kill, it was still fun. It's still a good time for us. Still lots of stuff to talk about. Just sign up. Show up on Fridays and try and get in. It doesn't matter what your rating is. It'll always be a good time. Unless you're Stupid Camel. Then you'll probably hate your life and never play again because 3 people teamed up on you, but it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Guys, I'm not hopping into Discord with a random person on chat. Do you understand how, first off, how, like, bad of an idea that is? I don't know this person. If this person is a giant troll and they were to say something that was inappropriate, I could get banned. He is actually in the public room in Discord. He's actually there. Check. And now, now other people are joining the voice channel. Other people are joining the voice channel. Oh, it's a mess. Here, watch this. I'm going to join the voice channel, okay? We're going to join up. There we go. We're a part of the conversation. Red, how did you feel getting into a community game, having never played publicly before? Oh, T90, I really felt scared. You know, I'd never played rank before, And my worry was that I was going to disappoint my friends and family. Wow, disappoint your friends and family. That seems a little extreme. Do you think that maybe do you really think your friends and family would care about that? Yeah, my mom told me that if I didn't get my grades up, I couldn't play any more Age of Empires in the first place. And what happened was I ended up skipping out on doing homework so I could play in your community games. Oh, I see. That makes sense. There would be some real consequences there. God, how many people were in this room? You see what I mean? If I were to unmute right now, that'd be horrible. By the way, I kind of sound like Homestar Runner. Do you guys remember that? I sound like, geez, it's been so long. I'm so old. I forget. It's the Strong Bat. Yes, it's the, I forget the character. Anyways. So anyways, now that you've won a community game, how are you feeling? Like, what do you think you're going to be able to accomplish in life? Well, it only goes up from here. I think I might try and run for Congress or try and affect the world in some positive way. I might sign up for Hidden Cup 6. I just don't know. Anyways, there's your interview. Actually, I sound like Pinocchio from Shrek. No, I don't know about that. Best of luck to anyone who's in that voice channel right now. You guys are all crazy. I apologize for anything that's happening there. I'm tempted to unmute, but that's probably not a good idea. And yeah, classy interview right there. My mods are going to be pissed at me, by the way. I just have a feeling that after the stream, I'm going to go to the mod chat and people are going to be like, T90, why did you encourage 100 people to get into the same voice channel together? Like, I don't know if there's going to be any drama that stems from that. Who knows? Maybe they're all going to be friends. Okay.